Hello everybody, Ollamh here, and welcome to The Lost Cases of 221B Baker Street. This is the sequel to The Lost Cases of Sherlock Holmes, kind of the episodic hidden object game that had an overarching storyline and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see what we have. Okay, so we have 4 episodes, then a bonus story, 4 episodes, bonus story, 4 episodes, bonus story, blah, 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 until the final one. So the first one is Slain at the Standing Stones. So let's get into it and see what this one has to offer us. When a famous archaeologist is killed at an excavation at Stonehenge, Sherlock Holmes is asked to get to the bottom of it.
Ah, Watson, welcome. Excellent timing. I just received the most interesting telegram. We've been summoned to Stonehenge. Pack a bag while I summon a cab for us.
Right, so, Pitman's tent.
Reggie Pitman was not a cautious man, and I fear he made a number of enemies by pushing his archaeological dig forward over the objections of many. And then there was his personal life. Again, not a cautious man.
What do you know?
Mr. Pitman was found dead at the bottom of our deepest excavation.
Let us begin at his tent then.
Right, so, Stonehenge, 3 daggers, urn, yellow hat. Okay, so Stonehenge. Curious, it looks like Mr. Pitman was constructing a model of his dig site. I suppose we should finish it. Okay, so we need to get this one out the top. Boom. Okay, so now... Boom. There. And there. Holmes, do you know where the light is shining? That's right where Pitman was digging. Indeed, Watson. It appears that poor Reggie may have been on to something. Ya think? Okay, so yellow hat. 2 sets of gloves. Let's see here, we need 3 daggers, an urn. All right, there's 1 dagger. There's 2 daggers. Oh. There's our extra hint. There's 3 daggers. Matmo is a Wiccan leader who was terrorizing Pitman's dig and accusing Pitman of disturbing sacred ground. Okay. Now, are we still supposed to be finding, like, hats? I think so. But I do not see Holmes's hat anywhere here. So, 4 handkerchiefs. The handkerchiefs belonged to Mrs. Pitman. She was estranged from her husband and seen other men. Okay, so she had an excuse. Cushion, microscope. Professor Arthur Digwell was Pitman's professional rival. He is confined to a wheelchair. walking stick. Baron Escobar, the boyfriend of Mrs. Pittman, was frustrated with the delay in finalizing her divorce. Right. So there's a lot going on. Mr. Pittman had a lot going on in his life. Yeah, still don't see a Holmes hat, so there's our urn.
An interesting puzzle to be sure. Now it behooves us to visit the site of the crime. How deep is the pit?
Over 2 meters down. The first artifacts we found nearer the surface are from the 10th century. We just came upon some Roman coins which date this level to the 1st century.
Interesting.
After you.
Okay, so now we're spotting the differences. All right, there's our shovels. There's a crutch there and a crutch there. The crutch belongs to Ralph, friend of Pittman and foreman of the archaeology dig. He fell and broke his leg a week ago. Interesting. There's a clipboard. There's a pith helmet. Marilyn Waffles was Pittman's personal assistant. Rumor has it they were romantically linked, though Pittman denied it. Okay. So he might have been getting a little strange like his wife. This is where where we found Mr. Pittman. Watson, hand me a brush over there. I think I see something in the dirt. Yes, 12 pieces of a pot, it looks like. Okay, so now we have to reassemble it. Ah. Okay. Well, that was pretty easy. So we've got one more difference, which would be that cigar.
So do you think it was murder, Mr. Holmes?
Undoubtedly. Now we just have to uncover the identity of the murderer.
All right, so back home we go. All these suspects had the means, motive, and opportunity. Let's arrange pictures to fit the description to reveal the culprit. All right. So...
By Jove, that was good.
Was it? Now we've correctly arranged the suspects. We shall eliminate them one by one to reveal the true culprit. Let us review the evidence that implicated each suspect. Okay, so yeah, same old, same old.
Well
You were a
done.
ladder.
You got it. You got it. Exactly right. Nice work.
So it's Baron Escobar.
There are no ancient curses at work here, Watson. Our killer is Baron Maximilian Escobar. It may have been a crime of passion over Mrs. Pittman's divorce papers, but he took steps to cover his tracks.
What was Escobar doing in the pit with Pittman? Why, didn't Pittman see him coming?
That's just it, Watson. Pittman wasn't killed in the pit. I suspect he was killed in his tent by a powerful blow to the solar plexus, knocking the wind out of him and making him unable to breathe. The body was then dragged to the pit and left there.
Really, Holmes? How do you know he wasn't killed in the pit?
There is no other way for him to have a 10th century piece of pottery under his body at a 1st century strata. Once I realized that, it was simply a matter of looking for the footprints and drag marks leading to the hole, and the only man strong enough to carry out the deed and the body is the strapping young Baron.
By Jove, Holmes. At least one mystery of Stonehenge has been solved.
Give me time, Watson. Give me time. Congratulations.
Why, thank you. So, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any secret hats or anything to be found, at least not in that one. So there is our first case solved. Wow, that was quick and easy. But I'm sure that later entries will be much, much longer, but we're just going to do them one case at a time. That seems like the best way to do them. That way you have, everything's kind of complete, everything's individual, and then, the whole series will be the whole overarching story. So, that's it for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and don't forget to press the subscribe button down below so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!
Hey, thanks for watching to the end. If you like our videos, you can help the channel grow by giving it a like and sharing it for others to enjoy. If you want to help the channel out even more, you can find our Patreon link right down there. And of course, other videos here to enjoy yourself.